It is February 14th. It's Valentine's Day. And if you might get a little bit triggered by Valentine's Day, then it's not Valentine's Day, it's just February 14th. I am just taking it easy today. I've had a fun past couple of days, but the update is in my last longer daily update, I had mentioned that Greg and I were exploring taking some space from the relationship and uncoupling. And so that week, last week, I was spending some time kind of doing some outreach to a couple different places and maybe moving to a different spot. So on February 10th, I think it was February 10th, I toured a spot in Santa Monica. It was at a price that is the same rent as kind of like what we're paying here. And this person was kind of like a full-time nomad. So I had gotten in touch with them and had told them on February 10th, which was Friday, that I was ready to move in on that Sunday, which was, I'm just looking at my calendar, which was February 12th. So I ended up sending a month deposit, and we had agreed that he would kind of get the place clean before I moved in. Actually, I think it was the 9th. Yeah, I think I toured it on the 9th. And then that night I told him that I would take it. And then, so I told Greg, and we were like, in that month while I'm living in Santa Monica, we'll still like date, I think for me, we had like gotten into a bad pattern, and I just wanted to kind of get back to a place that felt like just a healthy relationship, not even like a healthy romantic relationship, like a healthy friendship. And that would be the foundation. So we are kind of like exploring that, and I was getting ready to maybe use like Saturday to start packing. And then I heard back from the guy, and he said, due to some unforeseen circumstances, the new date is going to be March 6th. Let me know if that works. So March 6th is like a month away. So luckily Greg has been pretty flexible and is kind of letting me stay at the apartment while I find my next place. But then with this timeline being pushed out by a month, we felt like we were now in like a better pattern. So we're kind of just giving us some space to kind of still be together, but like explore if this is like what we want. If what we have now is sustainable, which feels pretty good. So Saturday and Sunday, I went with Greg to go play pickleball, and Sunday the 12th ended up having like a Valentine's Day. Oh no, Saturday. So many fun things. Yeah, so I think pretty much what I'm trying to do is, one of the things that I noticed was maybe like I put too much weight on my experience, on my experience in LA, on my relationship with Greg. So over the past little bit, he was away for a month and a half. I started just continuing to build my schedule and having events and stuff. So on Friday, I went to a Shabbat that was hosted by one of my friends. Saturday, I went to a potluck where we spent some time discussing if we were the type of person who made a lot of goals or if we didn't have goals. And I was kind of the camp, and I wonder if it's because I'm 34 and in my 20s I had a lot of goals and I was very ambitious. But now in my 30s, I don't really set a lot of goals. I kind of just am open to what the universe has for me, and it's been beyond my wildest dreams, from like getting to model in a Tommy Hilfiger runway show to being on the Kelly Clarkson show. Just like fun opportunities like that hadn't really like been on my bucket list or even like set as a goal, but were things that happened just because I have been open to it, but also just because I think I'm becoming more myself. And yeah, Sunday I went to like a Valentine's Day event for a women's community that I'm in, and that was pretty fun. And that night, I know it was the Super Bowl, but Greg and I had a late lunch because he was playing pickleball because he's getting ready to go traveling for a pickleball thing. And then we built a bed frame. And then yesterday, Monday, I went to the Kelly Clarkson show, which was pretty fun. And then afterward, since it was taking place pretty far away from where we live, I had a headshot session through a talent management company that I am on their roster called Gamut. And then later that night, they actually had like a Valentine's Day event called Getting Intimate with Disability. And it was a panel with some executives from Victoria's Secret and also some disabled women. And it was just so empowering to be there. I got a package, so I thought that maybe I'd open it. Well, I think the original plan was that I was gonna open it while I was talking through this video, but I have learned that I can't multitask, so now we're just gonna open the package. But it was really empowering to be in a room with all of these disabled women, and this is who the package is from. I went on a trip with them in 2016 called Reality Impact, and it was an invitation for Jews and non-Jews to learn more about Jewish culture and Jewish history through this leadership program, like leadership development program. So here's the card. It says, "I'm sending you a little something to keep you warm this season. Thank you for the warmth and light you've added to our community. Wishing you a happy and safe new year, the Reality team." And inside is this super fuzzy blanket. But yeah, it was just really empowering to be sharing space, and they did a really good job with the invite list. I wish that I had felt a little bit more social about like going up and meeting people, because there were a lot of people there that I realized were at the event, but I guess I just felt too shy to go up and say hi to them, or I don't know what it was. It has been interesting because I do trust that I'm gonna meet the people that I'm meant to meet, and I did meet a lot of people, I did meet a handful of new people, or some people I'd been following online for a while or met through Clubhouse, and then reconnected with them in person. But I think after a full day of kind of going to the morning show taping, and then the headshot session, and then having just a little teeny bit of downtime in between before that session. But other than that, I thought they did a really good job. I'm looking forward to more events like that. I mean, I actually think that's why we created Diversability, was for people to be able to find community and be in spaces like that. But we haven't done anything in person, though we do have an in-person event coming up in a couple of weeks here in LA. So it was fun. That was probably like the first like big disability event that maybe I've been to in LA. I did go to the C Talent had like a photo shoot thing, but that was while I was living in San Francisco, and then I flew here for it. So yeah, so that is a little bit of the update. I know it's Valentine's Day, or not Valentine's Day, depending on who you are. And for me, I guess I like the idea of knowing that there is a day dedicated to love, and love can look like a lot of different ways. And I think for me, over the past couple of years, I've spent a lot of time falling in love with myself. And one exercise that I do that I would encourage you to do, and you can put your response into the comments, is, like, what's your favorite thing about yourself? And one of the things that I used to do before going out on dates, because previously I had put so much weight on this person that I was going on a date with, that I hoped that they liked me, that I hoped that they would choose me. And I realized, like, first I need to choose myself. First I need to like myself. So I would go in and I'd have this mantra about all of the things that I liked about myself. And I think that really helped build up my self-love muscle. And also, I think anchoring to past versions of myself and using that as the basis of my comparison rather than other people has really allowed me to feel awe of my journey, proud of my journey, and fall more in love with who I'm becoming. So I hope that you all have love in whatever way you desire in your life, and that you are falling in love with who you're becoming as well. Bye.